Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts says microtransactions is the future. Yeah. In an interview, Electronic Arts COO Peter Moore said that microtransactions are the way to go, and that's where we're going to start seeing games heading. Hopefully, he is wrong.
I agree.
You
are wrong, sir. Wrong.
Look at those eyes full of ignorance and wrongness. No. Here's what he said about microtransactions. He says, I think ultimately those microtransactions will be in every game, but the game itself or access to the game will be free. I think there's an inevitability that... Ziggy died on me. Ziggy, no!
I disagree with this because then you have people like me who play all these free games and have never spent a dime in them.
I got it working. All right. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. It's not going to work. EA would lose a ton of cash if they tried to make all of their games microtransactions.
Yeah. I mean, I play tons of games that have that feature, and I've never once used any of real money in my games.
Yeah, it's just not going to work out. He thinks the inevitability that happens 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that's what it's going to be all. That you'll go to a free client and that $60 games will be a thing of the past. Like, we're never going to see them anymore. No, it's been like that for so freaking long. Trying to change up the whole model for the whole industry, this is never going to work. I love it. I love it how, like, business guys, like, that are really high up that no longer understand consumers always take these, like, ideas that work for certain things.
It works for smaller games. It will not work for big $60 worth games.
Oh my God, you guys, microtransactions, everything.
It works for games that didn't take a whole lot of money to make in the first place.
Yeah, it's just not going to work overall for these giant titles. Especially
Damn you, EA.
I don't want to have to download a game and then pay out the ass over and over again just to get the experience that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would rather play a flat rate for a game I know is done and get what I want out of it than constantly forking over dough. And that also means, like, those are games that most likely don't end. That's usually how the free-to-play model works, is they're just like grinding games that you will never give up.
Which is why you get tired of them after a while and stop playing. So then you don't have people playing your game or paying to actually get stuff in the game.
Yeah, well, check it. I like this quote a lot. He compares video games to the Gap, which just shows how out of touch he is. Because what gamer shops at the freaking Gap? All right, maybe, I don't know, maybe you.
Hell no. I don't go to the Gap.
There you go. Not when you can make stylish clothes like this. Ta-da! I love your outfit today, by the way.
Thank you.
I told you that, but I need to mention it on the stream. Because I love me some Borderlands. All right. But here he says, it's free to me to walk into the Gap in my local shopping mall. They don't charge me to walk in there. I can walk into the Gap, enjoy the music, look at the jeans and what have you. But if I want to buy something, I have to pay for it. Well, yeah, but at the same time, when you walk into the Gap, you're not fighting giant monsters. You're not collecting shields and swords. And yeah, you're definitely not fighting any sort of mini bosses. So that's kind of a logical impairment right there, if you will. Just to say, like, well, the Gap does this. It obviously will work for video games. Nah, dude, that's your metaphor.
Does not work.
Flat. Peter Moore, you need to spend some time with some gamers.